Start by removing the breathing loop from the Titan CCR. You will also need spare O-rings, tri-lube, needle nose pliers, screwdriver, O-ring pick, and a wrench. Next, remove the soft hose clamp covers, exposing the stainless steel hose clamps. Next, unscrew each of the hose clamps. If done properly, the breathing loop should be able to be removed easily and set aside. This leaves you with the DSV body. To remove the mushroom valves and their holders, take the needle nose pliers and get a firm grip onto the axes of the mushroom valve holders and pull. Once these are removed, set aside. Inside the body of the screwdriver are different bits. Locate the Allen bit and install onto the screwdriver. Remove the sleeve on the screwdriver. With the DSV in the open position, insert the driver through the mouthpiece. Loosen the open-close valve and remove from the DSV. The last component to remove from the DSV body is the inner barrel. If the barrel is difficult to remove, more regular DSV maintenance is required. Locate the 3 O-rings located on the inner barrel. Take your O-ring pick and remove each O-ring carefully and analyze for damage. A complete set of new O-rings are included in the maintenance kit. So if you do find that O-rings are damaged, go ahead and throw them out and replace with new ones. Next, remove the O-rings from each mushroom valve holder. If O-rings seem to be in good condition, set aside so you can insert them later. With all O-rings removed, wash each component thoroughly with mild soap and water. The DSV gets used every dive and can collect sand and grit. If left untreated, the DSV may not pass pre-dive checks and can potentially leak during diving. Using tri-lube 71, lubricate each of the O-rings and replace back onto the appropriated piece. The orange O-rings should be inserted back onto the mushroom valve holders. If the O-ring needed to be replaced, make sure you throw away the old one and replace with a new lubricated O-ring. During this step, be careful not to get lubricant on the actual mushroom valves themselves. Only a thin layer of lubricant is needed around the O-rings. Next, follow the same steps for the inner barrel O-rings. Note there are 3 black O-rings, one being smaller than the rest. This goes on the inside mouth opening. The other 2, lubricate with tri-lube 71 and insert around the outside edges. Again, you do not need to cake on lubricant, only a thin layer is needed. Check the outside edge of the mouthpiece for damage or tears and replace if necessary. When installing the inner barrel into the DSV body, make sure the water drain on the inner barrel lines up with the track on the DSV body. Insert slowly, making sure that the O-rings do not pop out by viewing inside the mouthpiece. Next, locate the DSV operation lever and screw. notice that there's a small O-ring on the screw itself. Lubricate with Tribalube 71 and reinstall. This O-ring is essential for DSV operation. Install the screw and O-ring through the mouthpiece and inner barrel and let it exit the DSV body. At this point, take the open and close lever and hand tighten it onto the screw. Take the provided wrench and give it an extra half turn to secure the lever. At this point, go ahead and test the open and close lever and make sure that operation is smooth and efficient. Note the airflow direction on the DSV prior to installing the mushroom valves. Install valves slowly, keeping a close eye on the O-rings so that they don't get pinched or fall out. Push the valves in firmly with your hands, and if needed, press down on a hard surface to secure them in place. To test the DSV operation, open the lever and seal the inhale side or left side with your hand. Put the DSV in your mouth, exhale, then attempt to inhale. If done correctly, the inhale should be stopped. Now seal the exhale side, and exhale should be stopped. Thank you for listening to the Titan Dive Gear video regarding DSV maintenance. If you have any additional questions, please contact Titan Dive Gear directly. Thank you.